Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wow Wednesday, where we share our words of wisdom. Today, I'm going to be shooting from the hip. I do have a lot of thoughts in my mind about what I want to share, but I think one of the ones that's standing out to me right now is be in the know. Be in the know. I'm gonna have to write that down because like I said, I have a lot of thoughts going on in my mind right now. But the one I think I want to stick with today is be in the know. No one wants the wool pulled over their eyes. No one wants to be deceived. No one wants to be manipulated, confused, going through the motions of things and not really knowing what's really going on. Nobody wants to go through that. So, my message for you all today is be in the know. Know what's going on around you. Know how it affects you, your family, your children, your life, even if it's coming down to your beliefs and how you choose to do things. Be in the know. Sometimes we just like to, I guess, we watch things happen and we're almost as if we're in that line of, you know, the line where you go to get your, and I hate to use this as an example, but this is pretty much true. You go in the line to get handouts, or you go in the line to get your food stamps or what have you, and you're just standing in the line, you're just getting assistance, and really, because you're seeing everyone else is getting this assistance because you know that it's out there and available for you, but you really don't know the ins and out of everything. You don't know if there's anything that any detrimental things that could happen to you as a result of you taking assistance from someone. What are the negative implications of what is it that I'm giving up? Not saying that that's going on, but I'm just throwing out an example. We got to be in the know. We have to know our surroundings and know what's going on. A lot of times, and even in the world of Google, social media, the news, and everything else, it's a narrative that we see. And what controls the world controls the narrative. And so, you have people in high places, you got people that are paying off this person, that person, doing all kind of evil, manipulative things to control the narrative. They want things to appear the way that they want them to appear, and it's not really what is being projected. But all in all, like I said, we have to be in the know. Being in the know requires us to have what we call discernment, and it is so key in this day and hour. We need to have discernment. We need God's wisdom. And he said, in all thy getting understanding. After you get wisdom, you seeking after wisdom, you asking God for wisdom. But in the wisdom that God grants you, you need to have an understanding of what is happening. It is too much that is going on in today's world, and even in this season that we're in, that we just cannot stand to just not to be in the ignorant situation, in an ignorant place where we just don't know what's happening, but we're just going through the motions. We cannot afford to not be in the know. We got to know what's happening. We got to know what's happening in the realm of the spirit. We need to know what's happening in the natural. We need to be more cognizant of what's going on in our surroundings. What it looks like outside. Are the trees changing? Are the bird? The natural things that we take for granted that we don't pay attention to. We need to really be evaluating in this season, because as we know, things are changing. Our world is changing. Our world is not the same type of world that we lived in when we were children growing up. This is a different world. This is a different, my husband, he's coming on. Thank you. Hi, babe.
Hey,
This is a this is a different type of world. So we got to be in what? Let's say it, repeat it with me. We got to be in the know. Okay? Sometimes we don't read. Of course, we don't research. We're not studying. We're not trying to get informed. All we're doing is listening to a Facebook post, an Instagram post, some type of article that somebody pushes and posted it, and then we just take it at face value, and we didn't even fact check it. We didn't even try to research to see what is actually going on, or is this actually true. And then sometimes uh and I do this a lot. I look at things and I evaluate it, but I also look at it from a spiritual standpoint. I look deeper into the meaning. I want to know really what is the hidden meaning behind this information that you have given me, because that is our responsibility to seek the Lord, to seek his counsel and wisdom, to seek him through the realms of the spirit, through our spiritual eyes, and through our spiritual ear gates. It is our responsibility to do that. We can no longer stand ignorant, my people. And I'm talking about my people. You know who I'm talking about. We can no longer stand ignorant. We need to be in a position where, look, I'm going to chew up the meat, and I'm gonna spit those bones out. If I desire to eat the skin, I'll eat the skin, but I'm not dealing with these bones, because these bones are not beneficial for me, and I'm not going to deal with them. So I'm gonna toss them. You got to know how to sift through stuff. You got to know how to filter through information that's presented to you. Be in the know. So I say, we don't read, we react. That's what we do. But we need to get out of that mindset of just reacting to everything that's negative, or everything that someone shows us. Don't you know that a lot of times, over half the stuff that's being revealed to us, even by the people that's claiming to be our friends, is not true? Because it's been conjured up by someone else who may have gained the information from an unreliable source, and then we're sitting here and we're jumping on the bandwagon. We're jumping on the bandwagon. I don't typically like to send a whole lot of things, especially with people who do chain letters, and people who sending stuff that's negative against the president, or negative against this person, or negative against this person, without evaluating it for myself. And God did tell us that not to put our mouth on a leader, even if we don't like them. So some of us need to be repenting right now, because we've been bad mouthing the president. We've been bad mouthing the mayor. We've been bad mouthing the governor. And these are elected officials that are in positions of power, whom we need to be praying for, and we putting our mouth on them. We putting our mouth on them. God would not have us to be ignorant, and we do not need to be practicing these types of things. That's why I say be in the know. I'm not going to get a whole lot of likes. Many times, when people tell the truth, they're not going to get a whole lot of likes. But that's okay. That's fine with me, because I'm staying with God. And whatever he gives me, I'm going to release. But at the same time, God gives us a grace. And each of us has a measure in how we deliver whatever it is that he put in our heart to deliver. So, like I mentioned, we don't read, we react, instead of getting a full understanding of what is going on and gaining knowledge about it. We need to stop. We need to stop that. We need to start evaluating things and going a little deeper with what it is that we have, received from other people. And then we need to be in positions where the people that are in our communities, the people that are in our cities, they know us. How will they know us? We need to get out there and make our voices heard. Our voting rights, And then also attending, maybe some of the meetings that you have in your communities, community meetings, and getting to know the police officers in your communities, getting to know your government officials in your communities, getting to know all of the groups that support the things that you're supporting in your communities. Get to know these people, get to be in the face of them, make sure that they hear your voice and you hear their voice and they see you. That's important. Too many of us, even in our Black community, where we're seeing so much crime, we're seeing so much death going on, we're seeing so much negligence, and our communities are going down because of the crime, because of the Black on Black, and we doing it to each other. Forget the Black Lives Matter. Does Black lives really matter to us? Are we trying to get out here and be proactive and make our voices heard so that we can impact our children, so that we can impact our communities, so that we can impact our generations? Are we doing that? Are we jumping on the Black Lives Matter wagon? Are we really evaluating ourselves? Are we really listening to what we're saying? Actions speak louder than words. We can sit here all day and talk, but are we really trying to get in the know? Get in the know, make our voices heard where it actually counts. I can sit here and argue and talk about what's going on in the conditions of the society and all these things and what's happening in my communities and these Black people and this, that, and the other. But if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not putting the pedal to the metal, then what good is my voice? What good is it if I'm not putting any action to the words I speak? Nothing, nothing. So also, people, let me throw this in here. Let me interject this. We need to know our rights, because slowly our rights are being stripped from us. Rights, our freedom of speech, our rights to being our security, our safety. These things are important to us as people, and we're slowly losing our rights. We need to understand what the Constitution stands for. We need to know. We need to know our God-given rights. We need to know those rights. We need to know them, people. And I think, we getting so comfortable with just, hey, I got this, they offer me this, I take this, it's free. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. At the end of the day, there's a price to be paid. Even when you get free government assistance, there's a price to be paid. You don't know the price because you're watching the free part. You're not really looking at the deeper meaning behind all of this. It's more than a notion, more than I care to even discuss at this moment. But all I'm asking you to do is be in the know. Get an understanding of what's going on around you. Get an understanding of those people who are able to go out there and vouch for you, go out there and speak on your behalf in your communities, in your counties, in your cities, in your state. Find out who they are. Find out who these people are and get a relationship with them. Establish a relationship with the people who are going to impact your city, your communities, your state, your generations, the generations that will come after you, your children, because as you get older in age, you will be in another category. You want to make sure that your rights are still being upheld, that you have different things that you need. So let's get in the know. Let's get in the know, y'all. Let's get in the know. We talk about civil rights. We want to be in connection with people that support and encourage our civil rights. You know, and then those that are in office that are not, we need, we need to pray for everybody. We need to pray for those that are not doing their jobs in office, and we also need to be praying for those that really are pushing to do their jobs. you know so so let's do that, because there is power in our words, and there's also power in what we write, our voting rights. There's power in petitions. There's power in that. So your councilmen, your police chiefs, your police officers, people in your precinct, lawmakers, different people, you know them. We can go on and on. You know them that are among you. You may not have reached out to try to figure out who they are, and then establish some type of relationship with them so they know who you are. A lot of times people just want to know you care. Then that gives them the motive and the momentum and the drive to continue doing their job, to continue doing their part. You know, don't you know that when you connect with the police chief, and you connecting with these police officers, you connecting with councilmen and those that are in your communities, then that brings about a sense of community connection. It brings about a sense of hey, I care about the same things that you care about, because I want to see the safeties and securities of my area where I live, and those that are around me. I want to see them prosper. I want to see our communities be at top-notch level. I don't want to see our communities being broken down. I don't want to see all these houses that are abandoned. I don't want to see all this trash and things all over the place. I want the same things that you want. I desire the same things that you desire. And when they see that, when they see you reaching out to them, it makes their job so much easier. It makes the grind so much easier, that they can just go out there and just really push it, because they know they have people behind them that are supporting them. That makes all the difference. So let's be in the know, you all. I know I've been going. I've been going. Be in the know. And let me throw this in here. If you see something that you know is not right in your communities and everywhere that you may go, say something. Say something to these people that I just talked about. The people in your communities that can actually do something about it. These police officers, be in the know. All right, you all. I'm gonna wrap it up. I really enjoyed this one, because it is so important for us as a community, as a Black race, to be in the know, to have an understanding. So God bless you all. We will be back again for another Wild Wednesday. All right. Be safe, and we'll be back. Bye-bye.